Hello and welcome to Creating Cards with Alexandra. I'm Alexandra, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a card with a Thoughtful Expressions bundle and a Sentiment from the Garden Meadow stamp set. I have made quite a few cards with this Thoughtful Expressions over the past few weeks, and I have to say, I just absolutely adore this bundle. It is so versatile and you can do so many things with it. Today, I think, is one of my favorite cards that I have created. So let's go ahead and get started with that. But first, I wanted to let you know it is literally, I believe, 1 week before Celebration is over. Actually, less than a week. Let's see, 5 days until Celebration is over. This will be your last chance to get this glass mat studio for free for joining Stampin' Up. So for $99, you get $125 worth of product, plus this free glass mat and free shipping just for joining Stampin' Up. And you can join Stampin' Up for a business, or you can just be a discount shopper. So I will link in my description a link that will take you over to join my team. So let's go ahead and get started with this beautiful card. So you will also need, if you're making this card, the die that will cut out the hummingbird, and also the third from the smallest round circle. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is actually emboss today. So I have a piece of Pretty Peacock, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. And we're just going to give that a quick condition with our embossing buddy. I have my Versamark ink. I have the large floral image and some gold embossing powder. And what we're going to do is ink up your stamp really well. And we'll go ahead and stamp it in the corner, the upper left corner. And then I'm going to flip my stamp around so it's not the same orientation. And then I'm going to go to the other corner and stamp. Okay, I'm going to add my gold embossing powder. And then I also want, I think, on this, might as well do this now. I want to use the Enjoy Your Day sentiment. So we will emboss that as well in the lower left corner. Same thing, just ink that up really well with your Versamark. And we're going to place that right down here at the bottom. Of course, cover that with our embossing powder. All right, everything looks good. I'll clean this up really quick so we don't have any incidents. So then I have my heat gun here. Okay, so look how spectacular that looks already. All right, so we're gonna put this aside, and then I have a piece of scrap white. I have the hummingbird and Memento ink, and I'll go ahead and ink that up. Okay, and then I have here my petal pink and my pretty peacock, and I have a blender pen. So I'm just going to kind of smoosh the top of the ink pad into this area here. And I'm just going to color my hummingbird in with these two colors. And I like the blender pens because you can kind of go heavier light and fade it out. It's kind of like a watercolor look, a little similar. Okay, and then I clean off my brush so the next color isn't contaminated. Okay, same thing with my pretty peacock. I'm going to go really dark on her head and then kind of blend out. And see how you can make that area is very dark and then it just feathers out really light, or you can color it in darker. I actually want a little darker towards her body, but then her wings I'm going to go a little lighter. I actually just did a make and take class on this bundle using these pens, and I really enjoy these pens, especially when you don't have all the Stamp and Blend colors but you have the ink pads. So this allows you to use more colors if you don't have all the blends. Then her little wings down here I want a little lighter. All right, so that's what we have. And then what's really going to set this off is a little wink of Stella. And I will just put that on her head and her body and wings, not on her chest. And look how sparkly and pretty that is. Okay, so then we're going to go ahead and die cut, which I've already done. So we've got that there. Then I will bring in my card base. This is Petal Pink. It is 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored it in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in, this is our Distressed Gold, I believe it's called. Now I have already cut out, we're going to use just one circle, but I don't want to waste this paper. So I just cut out 2 circles because we're going to be covering this up. So that's a great way to extend your, especially your specialty papers, because once we cover that up, nobody's going to see it. So I will go ahead and adhere this down. And this piece here is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just an 1/8 inch larger than this pretty peacock. And then I have this gold trim here, and we're going to actually just wrap this around the base, just like that in the middle, tape it in the back. Okay, so we'll just adhere that tape down. Okay, just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere this whole panel onto our petal pink. Look how gorgeous this color combination is. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Okay, so then we have this little circle. We're going to pop that up with some dimensionals. Okay, so we'll just kind of place that in the middle. And then, of course, we got to pop up our pretty little hummingbird. But I'm being careful not to put the dimensionals on her wings because they'll go over the circle. So I just want dimensionals on where she'll be at on the circle. And then for the inside, I will put down this little strip. This is a 1/2 inch strip of Pretty Peacock. That'll just color the, or carry the color into the inside of the card so it's not so stark white. Okay, and then I have this little tiny pretty flower that we're going to stamp in Pretty Peacock right there in the corner. And then I have this happy birthday, and we are going to ink that up, and we're going to stamp it down once, and then right above it, stamp it again without re-inking it, and stamping it one more time. And I got it a little crooked, so why don't we flip it around and we'll try that again. That's the great thing about 2 sides of paper. I think, yep. No, that's not right either. Oh my. All right. 3 times a charm, right? All right, so we'll try stamping this again. Have our little flower. Beautiful. And we have our happy birthday, and we're going to do it 3 times without inking it up in between. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, so much better. All right, and then we'll adhere this down. Pop this in the middle, and you've got a gorgeous birthday card to send to somebody. That is is just so pretty. I love it. I think this is my favorite one that I've made. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I appreciate you watching my tutorials, and I would appreciate your business. I will link all the items used today in the description below, which will direct you over to my shopping page. If you enjoyed this video, please give me the thumbs up, comment, and subscribe for future videos. And also check out my Facebook page, as I put a lot of different Stampin' Up! Related items on there, and news and things like that. So thank you so much and have a joyful day. Bye-bye.